Hi, I'm Kim. I spent quite a bit of time talking with counsellors in supervision about how it is we were educated through the head, and the teachers and our parents expected us to think about things and use our head to solve problems. And if emotions came up of either anger or sadness or frustration, we were discouraged from allowing them to impact on the learning that was going to be happening or disrupting a family dinner, for example. So what we know now through neuroscience and general compassionate support of families and ourselves is that there's this whole body from the neck down that's been ignored, marginalised, and not really treated respectfully for a long time. So here we are now as counsellors. We're working with families with complex issues. Maybe there's chronic mental health problems in a family, or a child has begun to choose to stay at home and not go to school. Whatever the problem is in the family, it'll be impacting all the family, not just the child, not just the parents. Everyone will be struggling. And as counsellors, we sit in that space. And sometimes when there isn't an obvious move towards some ideal goal that the parents have asked for, then we might feel inadequate, we lack competency or skill, we may even wonder why we're doing the work we do. But actually, a lot of our problems as counsellors is that we are relying on our head and our training and the professional development courses we go to and the books we read. We think that if we absorb enough, then these things can be pulled out of the hat, so to speak, and fix all the problems that come one by one. Of course, that's not going to happen. We know that. So how can we recruit the body? I want you to imagine yourself at the end of a week, a busy week on a Friday. You think, well, I've got to have a good weekend. It's busy work. It's tough work. I've got to keep going. I've got to stay above water. And I mustn't get caught in it. I've just got to keep going. And then a counsellor might say to me, well, what should I do, Kim? These things aren't really working, this self-talk, pushing through. And I'll say, well, what if you try the opposite? So what if you don't keep going? What if you don't stay with your head above the water? And what if you do get caught in it all for a chosen moment? You choose when, and you sit there and allow it to come and visit you. So this is reflective practice, where we slow things down and we notice that we've developed a pattern of keeping going, staying above water, probably from childhood. But what's going to help us in our clinical work with our clients is not to keep pushing through, not to keep anticipating a result, just sitting with it. And in the quietness, even after a minute, we'll connect with the body, because all this head stuff goes nowhere. So we come into the body. We might notice that there's a tightness there, and so we can greet that tightness. Hello, tightness. And take a breath. Thanks for communicating. I'm glad I stopped by today. I generally ignore that feeling that you give me. So I'll sit with that. I won't try and run away from that. I'm going to sit with that tightness. And I wonder when that tightness was last in my body. What was happening? When was it first in my body? Is it around the ribs or below the belly button? Where is that tightness? You can put your hand there and press slightly. Take a breath. Connect with the body. The body has got the pieces to the jigsaw puzzle of our ongoing self-work, our self-growth. And the body actually is doing most of the counselling, and the head is often interfering. If we can be in our bodies properly with a client, we can offer co-regulation and talk about that. The client can come into a more easy breathing pattern when we are connected to our bodies. And any stress response that we have is best dealt with actually in the session. We put our hand where we're feeling it. We say, wow, that really touched me. What you shared then about how difficult it is on a Monday morning to go to school. Tell me what your body says to you on a Monday morning. Let's let the body have a voice. So that kind of thing can be helpful. Not putting it off, thinking, oh, this is weird, I'm all tight about this, or I'm hardly breathing properly in the session. Just say it. Listening to this difficult problem that your whole family has makes me almost not be able to take a deep, full breath. What about you? How do you manage your breathing through all this? So it's that gestalt in the present moment, bringing the body's expression into the clinical work. And really, when we connect to ourself, the body, the soul, the heart, our instincts, our intuitions, the head will actually go along with these things. It's just that it's been given years and years of, winning the premiership of the day, that the head's just out there scoring goals, and we're just kind of like going, well, yeah, body, just shut down so I can just get through another day. So let's bring the body back onto the playing field and invite it to be part of our day, our life, and our work, and share these things that we learn about working with the body with our clients. Hope this has been helpful.